Welcome back once again to Jack's Tech Corner, and this is Photoshop Elements 12 video tutorial. Now in this particular video, what we're going to do today is we are going to, as the title I'm sure gave it away, we're going to remove unwanted items. Now you see the picture I have here. This is a HDR shot I shot over the weekend, and I have the HDR component all done. But what I didn't like is actually the wires at the very top of this region up here at the top of the picture to the right and to the left. So we want to remove those unwanted items to make this more pleasing shot. And the way we're going to do that very simply in Photoshop Elements 12 is using the Content Aware tool. So the Content Aware tool is under the Enhance panel, and it looks like a little band-aid. We're going to click on that with our mouse. And on the bottom under Tool Options, now if you don't see your Tool Options, just click on the button that says Open Tool Options. And when we do that, the tool option becomes open, and now we can actually use these tools. So the type of band-aid we're using is the Spot Healing Brush tool, or you can hit the letter J on your keyboard and that will start that tool for you. And we are right now first going to show you the Content Aware tool. Now what Content Aware does is it picks up whatever's to the left or to the right of the object that you're removing, and it makes it very easy to remove any unwanted items. So we're going to go right up here to the top to this first wire on the left, on the bottom wire, and I'm just going to simply take my my mouse here and just drag across that wire. Now you can do the whole wire at once, but what I'm going to warn you about and what you got to be careful of is that if you do a big area and the light differences, so if there's a light and dark area, especially working with these clouds, there's a lot of different shades of light. If you do the whole thing at once, it could look a little fake. So I would suggest do little short movements and let it fill in each time on the little short movement. As you can see, we're just going across that wire with our mouse, just pulling downward. And I also have this thing about going in one direction. If you're pulling your mouse back towards you, then pull it back towards you, but stay in that direction. So you see how that wire has already disappeared. It's very easy to make that wire go away. The next one I want to show you is Proximity Match. Proximity Match works pretty much the same way. It looks at the proximity around what you're trying to do and remove it based on what's around it. So it's going to match it to the clouds behind it and make it blend in. So let's do the top wire here. We'll just move our mouse over again just a little bit at a time. And you can see the proximity match works very much like the Content Aware tool in removing unwanted items. I've also used this to remove stuff like if you do a wedding and in your wedding photography you have a small child that runs in front of the camera for whatever reason, you don't notice it, you can remove the child from your picture. Now I'm going to go to the right and I'm going to start removing those wires. And it's very much the same way. Just go down. And you can see that that is the proximity match. And we're going to go back to Content Aware and I'm going to show you it's going to work basically the same way on Content Aware. So we're just going to move our mouse down, move it down again, move it down again, and again. Get rid of this little thing right here. There we go. And a lot of times, especially doing this with these clouds, the smaller the brush size, using your left and right bracket key, the better off your edit will be because you're using just a smaller sample. If you go larger and use a larger area, you can see here where it's going to start blending the wires actually together. So you got to be very careful. It is time consuming, but I tell you what, it makes a lot more enjoyable piece of art to get stuff like wires out of the way. Especially this. This was a picture taken in Amish country. And in Amish country, we don't really think of too many electrical wires. So we just kind of blend them out and just get rid of those. And then we're going to do this last one here. And as you see, I'm pulling from top towards the bridge. So I'm going from outside into the bridge. And I stick with that stroke the whole time because it just makes it a little bit more, I think, blended. And we're going to do the top of this one here. Then we'll try to go around this and see what happens. We'll go around the other side. Now just make it bigger and go through the middle. And just kind of blend that out. So there you have that picture. It's very, very decent that way because the, the content aware and the proximity match work very well. And the last thing I would do, I shot this with a wide angle lens, and you can see a little bit of cropping up here, a little bit of cropping down here. That's from the little bit of vignetting from the lens. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crop that out. We'll just come down here and just crop that little blue stuff out. Or you could use the content aware and actually go over that. Maybe let's try that first. Let's go and use the content aware tool like we've been using. And we're just going to go up here to the top left. And we'll just go to the corner and go up. You may want to go out with your brush a little bit, because what's happening there is it's actually painting the clouds in, right? So if we go like that, you can see it painted that in. Let's go down to the bottom right and we'll see if we can bring some of this road back in just by doing the same thing. Painting out. And then we don't have to crop any of this wide angle lens off. We can just bring back the picture. And we'll just go here at the bottom. There we go. So there you have it. We got one more place here at the top, I think, from the vignetting from the lens. And again, we'll just go up with our brush stroke. And we'll let it fill that in. Right there. Now it makes a very, very nice conversation piece that we can hang in our living rooms when people come. You can see I actually got fortunate because the Amish buggy was coming at me when I was shooting pictures of this bridge, and I thought, wow, I need to flip around here and take a picture with the Amish buggy going away. I think it makes a very pleasing and very interesting picture that way. So folks, I hope you've enjoyed this short video tutorial on Photoshop Element 12. Again, this is Photoshop Elements 12. What did we name this one? Photoshop Elements 12, removing unwanted items from a picture. So folks, thank you very much for watching my video tutorials here at Jack's Tech Corner on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. I'm sure we'll be bringing you more videos soon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Jack's Tech Corner. Bye for now.